Hey, what's up YouTube? ATX TCG here, this time bringing you a Danger World deck profile. I know I did a video of the trial deck profile. Well, this is the trial deck, but it's actually been modified to be a little bit more competitive. It's actually what I would consider a budget deck actually. It's very easy to build, doesn't really cost too much to build this deck, so if you like it, you should definitely try it out. We're going to start off with 3 drill bunkers. The impact card. 4 would be probably too many. For those of you that are not familiar with this impact card, is you pay 2 gauge and you may only cast this card if you do not have a monster in the center. For this turn, give one of your weapon on the field plus 4,000 power and critical plus 2 as well as penetrate. And if the weapon is ready, you attack with it. Now, the good thing about this impact card is that you can actually use it without your opponent having to be at 4 or less life. So, if you wanted to troll them, I guess you could play it, first turn, deal 4 damage, put him at 6, why not? So, yeah, impact card, good stuff. Shiny one, comes in the trial deck, cool stuff. Weapons, I run 1 Boulder Piercing Spear. Reason why I only run 1 is because I run 4 of the Hysteric Spears. Equip cost is pay 2 gauge, 5,000 power, 2 crit, and he has penetrate. So really good to use to attack the central monster of your opponent and kill it and deal 2 damage to them. Why not? That's it for the weapons actually, only 5. I've seen a lot of videos or decks for Danger World that have more than 5 weapons. I think 5 is enough, personally. 4 Battle Aura Circle. You may only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn, and if you do not have a monster in the center, nullify the attack. Basically, shield, counter, the standard staple card. We've got 2 Armor Rescues. Armor Reuse, my bad. You just play it, or return an Armor Knight monster from your drop zone to your hand. So only 2 because I'm thinking that maybe 3 might be too many. Although it's a useful card, I would like to, draw more Armor Knights and play them and change my strategy just to keep things fresh and make my opponent think I'm playing different stuff that I'm not really. Invigorating Breath. 3 copies, actually 4 copies of this. Yeah, I was like, what, 3? 4 copies of this. Basically, you can only play it if you have a weapon equipped, and I do not have a monster in the center. I gain 4 life. The amount of life I gain is reduced by the number of Invigorating Breath I have in my drop zone. So, if I play this one first, I gain 4, 3, 2, 1. Why 4? It seems like I would be wasting heals, if I use a 4th one, I heal 1, big whoop. Well, the reason why I run 4 is to increase my chances of getting 1, to be able to heal, as well as healing for 10. Yeah, math, do I even do it? So yeah, healing for a total of 10 if I play all of them. So that's, in my opinion, pretty good. Worst case scenario, I pitch 1, charge it, gauge, if I have too many of it. So it's still a good card and increases the chances of actually getting that card. 3 Survival Chance. Pay 1 gauge, and you can only cast this card if your life is 5 or less. Draw 2 cards, and you may only cast a copy of this per turn. 3 of them to increase my chances of drawing it, and also because if I had 4, it would be a little bit more difficult to cast them because, again, once a turn. And again, a good combo would be to play Survival Chance and then Invigorating Breath. So you would be 5 or under, draw 2 cards, and then gain life to put yourself at 9 or so. So, pretty good combo, knowing when to play your cards. And the last set of spells for this deck is Crimson Slash. Pay 1 gauge. You may only cast this card if you do not have a monster in the center. Destroy a size 1 or 2 monster on the field. Pretty simple, pretty standard. It's a destroying card. So this is my, in case of an emergency, destruction card. Early game and whatnot. Then starting off the monsters, we got 4 Armor Knight Eagles, size 0, 4,000 power, 1 crit, and 1,000 defense. Pretty weak on the defense, pretty weak on the attack, pretty weak on everything, but it's a size 0, so that's always a good thing. 1 copy of my buddy, because my buddy is Armor Knight Cerberus, and I only run 3 copies of him in the deck, so my buddy's good. Also, because it's a size 1 monster, so if I have a Cerberus, I can always use call this, and still you can still call this as a unit. So you can have Cerberus and this. That's 2 units. Then 4 copies of Armor Knight Ogre, size 1 monster, 5,000 power, 2 crit, 3,000 defense. Pretty good on the attack power, and definitely good on the critical damage. 2 Armor Knight Succubus. Pay 1 gauge and put an Armor Knight from your drop zone into this monster's soul. Has Soul Guard. 3,000 power, 2 crit, and 2,000 defense. It's a pretty good card in my opinion. Probably not the best one, not my preferred one, but definitely a good card. It's a size 1 that can be used as a wall, an early wall. Why not? 4 copies of Armor Knight Gargoyle. You know, the very amazing 1,000 attack power, so good, sarcasm. But 3 crit, that is really freaking good, especially for a size 1 monster, and 2,000 defense. So you can basically use this for, you know, first turn, play it somewhere that is not the center, attack for 3, next turn they probably won't attack it. I mean, if they do, they kill it, whatever, it's a size 1, no one cares. But if they don't, you could use it to feed Cerberus. On to the size 2 monsters, I run 4 copies of Armor Knight Griffin, 7,000 power, really good power, 3 crit, and 3,000 defense. 4 copies because that consistency of getting a monster that is free to play with 7,000 power and 3 crit is very useful for Danger World, especially because you want to destroy them as soon as possible. 2 Armor Knight Golems. The reason why there's only 2 Golems is because I'm focusing this build to actually hit hard and hit fast and not stall too much. So 2 of them is enough because I just need to play 1 in my center to stall them for 1 turn, maybe 2 turns tops. And that's really all the time I need to be able to get Cerberus or something else that will destroy their monsters and give me the advantage. 2 copies of Armor Knight Minotaur, 5,000 power, 3 crit, 5,000 defense. Pretty standard, staple. I like it, and the reason why there's only 2 is because we got better stuff to play, such as Armor Knight Cerberus. Armor Knight Cerberus, 5,000 power, 5,000 defense, 2 crit, size 2 monster. The act ability. You may put size 1 or less Armor Knight from your field in this monster's soul. And the act ability Full Fire, you may discard 1 soul from this monster. If you do, destroy a monster in your opponent's field. And this card has Soul Guard. So, 3. Why 3? Because we got my buddy. Can't forget my buddy. And again, this deck, if you haven't noticed, has actually a very high number of 1s and 0s. Mainly to feed Fatty McFat right here, Mr. Fatty Pants right here. You just play 1, put it into the soul, take it out, destroy something. Again, we've got all these cards that are size 1 to feed Cerberus. So we've got plenty of chowder for him to kill stuff off. And for some reason my buddies just keeps popping up. And again, if you can't get Cerberus, you always have good backup plans. Dealing 3 damage, or a wall, or 3 damage. So it's always good. Thanks for watching my Danger World deck profile. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your ideas are for Danger World profiles. Let me know what you think I should change or try out. Again, this is meant to be a purely offensive deck with some destruction. Most of it is indirect, aka main phase destruction, such as Cerberus and spells. And just attacking the opponent directly. And using impact card or the spear every now and then. Thanks for watching. Chuy from ATX TCG, signing out.